If you love a good bargain, then you very likely love Costco too. Not only are the prices arguably the best around, but there's also a massive selection of products, from groceries to appliances and even healthcare. And we haven't even talked about other benefits that come with having a membership. But as great as Costco is, not every item represents a great buy. So, if you want to get the best bang for your buck, let's go over the top 20 things that everyone should buy at Costco. Up first are eggs. It's no lie that egg prices have been quite volatile in recent years, increasing around 70% from 2022 to 2023. Fortunately, prices have gone down since then, but they can still vary depending on where you're buying from. The good news is that Costco is almost always the cheapest place to buy eggs. So, if they are a staple breakfast food in your household, you're going to save a lot buying here. In fact, you might even find Costco's 24-pack of eggs to be less expensive than the 18-pack from your neighborhood grocery store. Next, we have select dairy products, especially milk and cheese. As with eggs, Costco is probably the cheapest store to buy these two items. To get the best deal on cheese, though, go for the large packs of shredded cheese by Costco's brand, called Kirkland. Or if you prefer block cheese, go for the large blocks. In most cases, the larger the quantity you buy, the bigger the total savings will be. If the large packs are bigger than you need, you could consider dividing the contents into smaller portions to store in the fridge for later. Third, we have maple syrup. While we're on the topic of breakfast goods, who doesn't like a drizzle of maple syrup on their pancakes or waffles? Unfortunately, maple syrup can be quite expensive, which is why there are so many imitations these days. Now, you're probably not going to buy the real thing super cheaply anywhere, but Costco will for sure give you a fantastic price per ounce of organic grade A maple syrup, so keep your eyes peeled. Next is canned foods. If you tend to buy a lot of soups, beans, spaghetti sauces, pineapples, and so on in canned form, then you might want to switch to Costco whenever you buy them. Be aware though that we're not talking about the small cans. You might get better prices for those at Walmart. But when it comes to large cans, Costco's prices can be excellent. Now you're probably wondering, what am I going to do with the rest of the contents if I can't finish the huge can in one sitting? Like we mentioned earlier, the idea is to buy big cans at a bargain, then divide the contents into smaller jars and freeze them. This way, you can take out just what you need at a time. The fifth item on our list is bacon. As you'll hear frequently throughout this video, the Kirkland brand, which you'll only find at Costco, will probably end up being your best friend. The Kirkland bacon crisps up nicely and has an excellent flavor. Plus, you get it in two varieties, thinly sliced and thicker slices, depending on what you're buying it for and your preference. And it'll be found for a really competitive price. Item 6 includes vegetable and olive oils. Vegetable oil is no doubt one of the pricier items on your grocery list, but the good thing is, you can store it for months. So, to save some bucks, buy a big container to enjoy those bulk price discounts. Then you can refill your smaller countertop bottle as needed while keeping the rest in your pantry. And if you use olive oil in your recipes regularly, you should pick it up at Costco too. Kirkland actually makes great olive oil that meets both US and international standards of quality and purity. Like vegetable oil, the bigger your container, the more you save. Item 7. Butter. Now, you're probably going to argue that higher quality butter with a higher fat content is going to be expensive regardless of where you buy it. While this may be true, regular everyday butter for things like baking doesn't require the best of the best. Frankly, you probably won't even notice the difference. So, Costco butter, which is still really good, will give you a better bargain. Item 8. Baking supplies. Here we're talking about things like flour, sugar, and the like from your local Costco store. Definitely good deals all around, especially if you buy in bulk. Fortunately, many of the goods that fall into this category have a long shelf life. Ninth on the list is a favorite by millions of people, rotisserie chicken. Your food shopping probably won't be complete without it. Not only is it delicious and fresh every day, but it's been priced at $4.99 since 2009. I'd challenge you to find a better price for the quantity you get anywhere else. But remember, these chickens clear out fast. So, your best bet is to arrive early and listen for the bell, indicating that a new batch is ready. Here's a fun fact for you. Costco's rotisserie chicken is what's known as a loss leader. This basically means that Costco loses money from the sale of their chickens in order to attract customers and retain memberships. The now retired Costco chief financial officer, Richard Galanti, explained this saying, "I can only tell you what history has shown us. When others were raising their chicken prices from $4.99 to $5.99, we were willing to eat, if you will, $30 to $40 million a year in gross margin by keeping it at $4.99. For many retailers, having something that increases foot traffic into a store and ultimately encourages buying even more can be a very profitable strategy. Moving along, we have the broader category of baked goods. As you move around the Costco warehouse, you've no doubt passed this section many times, but what are the best things to get here? This brings us to item 10, which includes related goods like bread, bagels, and buns. If you want the freshest versions of all these, then Costco is the place to buy. Not everything here is 100% guaranteed to be the cheapest in town, but the freshness and convenient quantities can still be worth it. A helpful tip is to refrigerate or even freeze these baked goods if you don't eat them quickly. Some may be free from preservatives, so they won't last all that long. Item 11. Tortillas. Many people rave about the uncooked flour tortillas. Naturally, the downside is that you truly have to bake them yourself in the oven or by stovetop, though they're already cut and portioned out for you. The good side is that they taste incredible, especially if you add a little butter on them. Even if the price isn't the absolute lowest on the market, I've put them on our list because they're as close as you can get to a true home-cooked version without having to make your own dough. Item 12. Cakes. If you love cake but don't want to pay bakery prices to satisfy your sweet craving, you definitely want to check out the selection at Costco. You can find sheet cakes, round cakes, bar cakes, as well as seasonal cakes depending on the holiday, all at agreeable prices. Now let's turn our attention to the non-consumable goods. If you think the food section is reasonably affordable, you'll be amazed at the prices for non-consumables. In fact, this part of Costco is arguably where the best deals are. So, be sure to pick your household supplies here whenever you run out. Item 13. Home cleaning products. If you're a medium to large-sized household, you're going to love the bulk prices of detergents, toilet cleaner, dish soap, all-purpose cleaner, disinfectant wipes, and so on. To save even more, take a look at what's on sale at the moment. There's always something. Item 14. Personal hygiene products. Here we're talking about body soap and shower gels, deodorant, shampoo, lotions, and the list goes on. Though you probably don't buy these things all the time, you can save a lot by shopping at Costco. Just store them in a cabinet for whenever you need them. It's actually very convenient to have a bunch of these regularly used items so you don't have to buy them all the time. 15. Toilet paper. If you have a family, you know there's nothing like too much toilet paper. On top of that, nothing beats the Kirkland brand. Not only is it good quality, but it also comes at the most competitive price in the market. Buy in bulk, and you'll likely find that no other brand will give you a better deal. Next up, baby supplies. Now, if you have babies in the house, then diapers and wipes are always going to be on your shopping list. The same goes for baby formula. Buying them so frequently means that even a few dollars in savings per trip can add up over time. With coupons, you can save even more with each purchase. Here's another fun fact. The well-known brand we all know, Huggies, actually makes Kirkland diapers, so you're still getting a quality product, but at a discounted price when you go with Kirkland. Another item to scout out at Costco is garbage bags. Quality definitely matters when it comes to garbage bags. You want ones that won't break as you take them out. And Costco does offer good value for your money here, with strong bags that can hold a lot. If you have a dog in the house, then dog food is another thing you should look at buying at Costco. Like everything else, expensive foods and treats don't always equal quality. There are actually reasonably priced options that are still nutritious and that your dog will love. Next, we can't forget prescription medication. Drugs are expensive, and sometimes you have to pay out of pocket. So, getting the best deal can lighten the burden on your wallet. Costco offers both brand name as well as generic drugs at reasonably discounted prices, so consider switching after you do some investigating to see if the savings are worthwhile. Lastly, we have liquor, beer and wine as item 20. If you didn't already know, the price markup Costco places on their wine, for example, is often significantly less than what liquor stores will charge you. Additionally, in terms of a great cross between price and quality, Costco's signature brand, Kirkland, can represent an incredible value for spirits, beer, and wine. So the next time you're throwing a party or simply looking to relax on the weekend, be sure to shop Costco's alcohol section before going to designated liquor shops. Now that you know the top 20 things to buy at Costco, check out this next video, which reveals the 10 Costco secrets that every buyer should know before walking into a warehouse for even greater savings.